Most of us have heard of stop and frisk because of the NYPD's massive abuse of this tactic. Stop and frisk is only one of 3 kinds of NYPD pedestrian stop.
NYPD classifies their street encounters into 3 levels. And while the NYPD makes distinctions between level 1, 2, and 3 encounters for most of us, anytime an NYPD officer approaches, it can be quite frightening, and in the worst cases, escalate to brutality or even death. On September 29, 2019, Antonio was waiting for a cab in the Bronx when officers jumped out at him for no reason. And even though officers did not have reasonable suspicion to detain Antonio, they chased him down, beat him, and ultimately shot and killed him in a hail of 15 bullets. Right now, the NYPD is only required to report on their level 3 stops, which they disproportionately use against Black and Latinx communities. That means there are whole categories of stops that New Yorkers do not have access to data on, and the extent of the NYPD's racial profiling is hidden from the public.
The City Council is considering 2 reporting bills to increase transparency of NYPD's abusive over-policing of our communities.
NYPD doesn't want the How Many Stops Act to pass. They say providing New Yorkers with this level of transparency is overly burdensome. How about the burden our communities experience when we are being stopped, intimidated, and harassed on a daily basis?
Learn about your rights and help us pass the How Many Stops Act